Spring is finally here, and so is my X4 H122D Storm, the latest multirotor from veteran Chinese manufacturer Hubsan. After focusing on more autonomous models for a while, the H122D marks a return to sportier quadcopters for the company, similar to the much appreciated original X4. The H122D is a brushed outdoor micro quadcopter marketed as an FPV racer. It comes fully assembled, either ready to fly with a transmitter, battery and charger, or extra ready to fly with all of that plus a pair of FPV goggles. I got the former kit, currently selling for a reasonable $80. Let's check it out. Welcome to this review and flight test of the X4 H122D Storm FPV quadcopter from Hubsan. Hubsan is marketing the X4 H122D Storm as an FPV racer, and it's gonna look to match. From the carbon fiber frame to the tiltable camera, the design feels heavily inspired by hobby-grade racing quads. Like these, the H122D is also significantly heavier and, from my experience, more durable than most brushed quadcopters. In the front of the quadcopter you'll find a bright white light, supposedly to help with orientation when flying line of sight. In the back, two convenient indicator LEDs, the left showing battery status, the right binding status, and on the sides a micro SD memory card slot and a micro USB port respectively. The former is for storing onboard photo and video captures, but the latter isn't mentioned at all in the instruction manual. One would assume it's for upgrading or otherwise interfacing with the firmware of the flight controller, but at least at the time of this review, Hubsan's website doesn't list any compatible downloads for the model. On the underside of the quadcopter you'll also find a so-called buzzer, designed to start beeping as soon as the quadcopter, once bound, loses contact with the transmitter. This can be a real lifesaver, as I think anyone who has ever crashed a small quadcopter in tall grass or similar scrubby terrain can testify. The H122D uses a two-blade direct drive setup with 1 cm diameter brushed motors, so bigger than I usually deal with on this channel. The motors are connected to the flight board using micro JSD connectors, which means replacing them requires no soldering. At the time of this review, replacements are readily available along with many other spare parts. The quadcopter's FPV setup involves the already mentioned tiltable camera in front and a clever foldable dipole antenna in the back. As for camera resolution, transmission power, field of view, etc., I can't tell you much, as Hubsan are strangely tight-lipped about the specification in the instruction manual and on their website. We're just gonna have to rely on the flight test instead. Overall, the design of the Hubsan X4 H122D Storm feels well thought out, with a level of quality and attention to detail I didn't expect at this price point. It also looks great in my opinion. The H122D comes with a battery consisting of 2 LiPo cells of the same high voltage variety as discussed in a previous video, evident from the indicated 7.6 as opposed to 7.4 nominal voltage. The battery doesn't have a power lead, instead both charging and discharging is done via the balance plug. Charging it using the included USB cable takes well over 1, maybe even 2 hours. The H122D also comes with a transmitter which looks very similar to the one included with models from Hubsan's H216 and 507 series. The protocol is the same and has already been reverse engineered, meaning multi-protocol transmitter with a recent version of the deviation firmware and a built-in A7105 RF module should be able to control the quadcopter. The transmitter itself is alright. Despite looking simple, it actually supports basic telemetry and will start beeping incessantly when the quadcopter's battery is running low. My only real complaint with it is that you have to extend this holder thingy in order to tell if it's on. A display and some basic programmability, like on older Hubsan transmitters, would also have been nice. Apart from the quadcopter, battery and transmitter, the H122D comes with a USB charging cable, a set of spare propellers and a tiny screwdriver. If you want to, you can go big and get the goggles version for another $50, which also includes a pair of Hubsan's box goggles with a basic detachable FPV monitor. The included quick start guide is very professional and really helps set Hubsan apart from your run-of-the-mill Chinese toy-grade manufacturer. But just like in the last review, there's a lot of information missing from it. A more complete instruction manual can be downloaded from the website, but doesn't come included with the package. I think every Hubsan multirotor I've ever flown has handled well, and the X4 H122D Storm is no exception. Despite its relatively heavy weight and brushed motors, the quadcopter is completely satisfactory in terms of both power and flight times, averaging around 5-6 minutes even in quite chilly weather. As cold is known to negatively affect LiPo battery performance, you should be able to expect even longer flights under more temperate conditions. If you come directly from a winter of flying ducted indoor quadcopters, you're in for an adjustment. Firstly, the motors have to be armed and disarmed just like on brushless motor rotors. Secondly, because of its weight, the quadcopter keeps its momentum much longer, meaning you'll be quote-unquote drifting a lot more when turning. This took me a couple of flights to get used to. Since there is no way to configure the flight controller, the flight characteristics are set by one of two predefined rates, which you switch between by clicking the right stick on the transmitter. These are well measured and distinct, the second is crazy fast, but they both use angle mode. At the time of this review, I don't know of any way to customize the rates or access acro mode on the quadcopter. Clicking the left stick performs automatic flips, by the way. The H122D may be the first multirotor I review to allow simultaneous FPV transmission and onboard recording. Here I put the recording from the quadcopter and the one from my Ishin VR-D2 Pro Diversity goggles, both 720p side by side. The onboard recording may not be Hollywood material, but it's sure better than the signal the goggles end up receiving, and obviously isn't subject to any interference. One serious problem though, that may not come across very well in the video, is that the FPV video feed has latency and frame rate issues, similar to, though not as bad as previously reviewed Wi-Fi FPV solutions. Needless to say, this really interferes with the flying, and while you do get somewhat used to it, I still think it's unacceptable for a quadcopter marketed as an FPV racer. Otherwise, the FPV experience feels largely the same as with other micro setups I've tested, which in that case would indicate Hubsan is using a 25mW video transmitter and a camera with a field of view in the 100 to 120 degrees range. I've seen videos showing basic on-screen display or OSD information, but it seems like this feature is tied to and thus required Hubsan's own multirotor/goggles. All in all, the Hubsan X4 H122D Storm is a great flying, well-designed, feature-rich quadcopter with a reasonable price. But despite all these positives, I don't really feel that I can recommend it due to noticeable latency and limited frame rate of the FPV video feed. Of course, your mileage may vary depending on what surroundings you're flying in and how sensitive you are to it, but it did put a real damper on my overall experience. While I can't fully get behind the H122D at the time of this review, I should note Hubsan could potentially address the lag and frame rate issues with a future firmware update. As noted, the quadcopter does have an onboard USB port, so this should at least be theoretically possible. If so, the H122D would become a hard-to-beat, ready-to-fly FPV kit. Hey there, and thanks for watching this video, which was actually almost lost in a hard drive failure. Anyway, if you noticed something I missed, failed to mention or got wrong, feel free to leave a comment. I'll put any corrections in the description. Alright, see you later, bye!